Okay, welcome viewers out there. This is Google Demo Slams live and direct from the New Hampshire Summit. First to introduce himself is me. My name is Lee Webster. I'm a Google certified educator, innovator, and trainer. I've been involved with Google for a very long time. It's really enjoyable, and it's great to be here. Next up to introduce, wait, I'm going to mute Chris a minute. Chris, I'm going to mute you. Okay, wait a minute. Next to introduce himself is Trevor.
Hi guys, my name's Trevor Beck. I am the Google evangelist at MacEwan University here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm also a Google for Education and certified trainer. Okay,
and next up is Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Woods. I work at the International School of Amsterdam, and I'm MYP design teacher. I am also a Google certified innovator and trainer.
Okay, and next up is Chris.
Hi folks, I'm Chris. I'm from Canada originally. I live here in Bangkok, Thailand, and I just got my Google certified educator about 2 months ago.
I'm glad to see you here, Chris. He's just had a newborn and he was struggling with that, and I'm glad to see he's made it. Okay, next up is Eric.
Hi, my name is Eric Lawson. I'm the Director of Tech and Libraries for the York School Department up in York, Maine, and I'm a certified Google trainer and innovator.
Okay, and then Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom Roop. I am a network technician at York School District. I work with Eric Lawson, and I'm a certified Google network administrator.
And last but not least, Alison.
Hi, my name is Allison Malika, and I am the USA Director for Apps Events, and I'm going to do a shameless plug that we're broadcasting live from the Apps Events Summit featuring Google for Education here at Pinkerton Academy in New Hampshire, USA today.
Yeah, that's right, and our sponsor is Apps Events, and they're at New Hampshire today, so live and direct from there. Okay, Trevor, you're going to time to me, and I'm going to screen share, okay?
Okay, so for everyone that's watching, it's a 3-minute time limit. Do you want a 1 minute and a 30-second warning?
Yes, please. Okay, can you see my screen, guys? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, today I'm going to show you the new quiz feature that's in the forms. So there's two ways you could go in. You could go to the apps on the side here, and then open Google Forms as an app, and you get the templates that are in the background here. They're a bit slow. Okay, it's coming up. And then what you could do, I'm going to show you the quiz part that's new, so you could go more. If you go more at the top here, they get other templates, and you can go blank to the blank quiz here, and it sets the quiz up straight away. But I'm just going to show you a normal form. So if this was a normal form, and say I'd put multiple questions in, like how many years has the slam been going, how many demo slams shows have there been, who has won the slams the most, and I decide to do this as a quiz, then what I would do is you can either start at the beginning as a quiz or you can change it later. You go to the settings on the side here, okay? Oh, what I forgot to do is I forgot to lock on my screen, and I'm just going to go back. That's it, I locked on my screen. Okay. And you could go to the quizzes and then turn this on, okay, here, and save. Okay. So then what you would get is on the side, if I go to the questions, you get this here, which says edit the question. So if I go here, you get an answer key. So, and then you get the points. So what you do is, if you put the answers in, you click the answer key and give the answers, and it would be green. And here you can change the point system here to 1 or 2. You can decide. So basically, you put all the answers in. It's got 2 answers. It should have 1. Okay. And then once you are done,
1 minute.
Okay, it will look like this. So if I fill this out, oh yeah, in the settings, I just want to explain that you can also, in the quiz, you can immediately give the answers. So if I go back to this and I fill this out, so how many years has the slam been going? Over 2 years. How many slams has there been? Over 30 now. Who has won it the most? Well, 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 Alison, we are looked up today. So submit. So once you submit,
30 seconds.
and then you can view your scores here and look up, and then you can look at what you got right. As a teacher, if you go to the back end, you go to the responses, you've got a summary of all the responses, but if you go to individual, it gives you each person. I filled this out earlier, and you can flick through here at the top and look at the different students, what answers they got right and what answers they got wrong. Okay?
Time.
And that's my slam. Bam.
Nicely done.
Okay. So, next up is Trevor. I'll keep time for you, Trevor.
Okay, just one moment, please. Okay.
Okay, Trevor, do you want the 1 minute, 10
Yes.
seconds?
1 minute and 30, please. Okay.
1 minute and 30. Okay, ready?
Let's go. All right, so what I'm going to show you today is how to use Formule, which is a add-on for Sheets that allows you to add an email functionality and create reminders that generate automatically. So what I've got here on the screen are dates. So this is the date of my session. Google, when it looks at things, has a date value, so it assigns it a number. Today can be represented as today in bracket, or today close bracket, open bracket, close bracket, sorry. And that's today's date. So what this is doing is saying, here's what today's date is the value of, here's the date of the session that I'm going to program, and here's the difference. So there's actually a formula that I found, or I worked on. If A2, so if the session date is less than 6 of today's date, send a reminder. So what this is going to do is say, hey, when it's 6 days out, send flag this to send reminder. So this is a calculation. So when I go to this date here and I move it, instead of, let's say tomorrow is another day, I'm just going to move this to today's date. So tomorrow, if I left this at the 27th, this would change to send reminder from being what it was before. So the way I use this is in the actual form of responses. Let me just zoom out a bit. This is a form that I have set up. As part of the submission, there's a date set up here. So what happens is Formule is going to say, you know, if I can find it says send reminder here, I'm going to automatically send out a reminder. So when I take a look at this right now, nothing's been sent out because it's not set to send reminder. But tomorrow, or in this case, I'm just going to move it one further, it automatically switches over. So if I left that as the 27th, tomorrow what would happen is Formule would suddenly say, hey, you know what, I noticed that this is send reminder. I'm now going to fire off an email as a reminder message. So for those of you that have never used Formule before, awesome tool, sends out emails and templates. There's 2 triggers when you set it up. The first one is send on form submit. So as soon as you send someone submit something, it's going to run the different triggers. The other thing is on a timer, so once an hour. I have 2 templates, so 2 messages. One is confirmation.
40 seconds, sorry.
40 seconds. One is confirmation, one is send reminder. If the reminder field, which is this column here, if that field, the send reminder column shows send reminder, then I want you to actually go ahead and send an email message. So what would happen is tomorrow, come on, Google will automatically send out an email as a reminder, and I don't have to do anything. And here is the reminder message that would get generated. And that is my slam.
Okay.
All right, and that, I just want to say that that's awesome, and I love that these are recorded because now I will go back and replay that over and over again before I get it.
Yeah, definitely. I just like to apologize to Trevor there but people were pinging me on the other side. Okay, and I didn't call out 1 minute. Sorry,
That's
Trevor.
right. That's
Okay,
right.
next up, yeah, I think Nick's joining us as well now. So he's going to join us. And next up is Sarah. Okay, Sarah, tell me when you're ready. Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you a little tour of the new Google Sites, and I want to say before I even start that Google Sites is still in beta mode, so you're early adopting if you try it out. In order to have it work, you need to get your admins to set that up for your domain, and then you just go into the URL is sites.google.com/new, and then that'll take you to a page to do a site.
Okay.
So
ready?
I haven't. Sorry?
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm talking.
Hello,
I'm
Sarah?
talking.
Okay.
Hello? I'm talking. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, you're just cutting out a bit. Yeah, go. Keep
Okay,
going.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So should I start again?
Wait.
No,
Sarah,
it's
we
okay.
can hear you fine.
Okay,
We're
you
fine.
ready?
Connection. We're good. Keep going.
Okay,
don't
I'm going to start.
ignore
Go.
him. Okay. Okay. So here's the Google Sites, the layout. You'll notice it's really, really different from the old Google Sites. The two are completely separate. This new Google Sites is developed by Google, where the old Google Sites was purchased by Google, so you'll see the big differences. Everything works in a more googly way. So basically you have a menu over here on the right. You can just pick up things and drop them, and then you can just add things. And then when you add them, you can then move them, and so you can squish things together on the same block, or you can have them as separate building blocks, more like Google Forms. You can add text box images, embedded URLs. So this one here is an embedded URL from BBC. I've noticed it's a little flaky. I grabbed the embed code from a Twitter feed, and it didn't like that, but it was very happy with this BBC one. So I think we'll see some improvements there over time. You can change your header. It's really easy. You just change the image by pushing a button. They give you a bunch of pretty pictures to work from, or you can upload your own pretty picture from your albums, and it works just the same way as you would for any other Google product when you're adding things. The really great thing is this is so much more obviously connected directly to your Google Drive. So instead of making X new docs and uploading things, you're actually connecting right into your Drive and showing different things from your Drive. And you can add pages. It's not fully, I wouldn't call this fully rolled out yet. You can make other pages, but it's not obvious how you'll connect the pages or what kind of menus happen with that. And the themes are also right now pretty basic. You just pick a font style and a color. So this part's where we're going to see a lot of development, I think, pretty quickly. You can at the moment only share with the entire site for editing. So we'll probably see page level permissions coming later. And then publishing, you can publish inside your domain or outside your domain if you want. I tested this earlier and it was not working. I'll just click and see if it's suddenly going to work now.
30 seconds.
And yeah, it's not happy yet. So that's just a little preview on using sites. I think we're going to find it's way easier to use than the old site. So add this to your toolbox for the coming fall. And slam.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarah. Yeah, I haven't got the opportunity to get in access yet. I can't wait till I do. Next,
I have a question, Sarah. Sarah, we
Yeah.
have a question here for you. If somebody hasn't signed up to have access to it in their domain, can they still do that? And I can't. If so, where can they go?
I actually can't remember where it was. I could find the link, but I'll find the link for you. I sent it out to a bunch of people.
Yeah, and it might have been just invites for people who were like EDU trainers or something. I'm not sure.
Okay. I know they're rolling out for everyone now, but you might have to be on the early adopting settings.
Okay. All right. I'll check with that. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, there is a sign up. Sign up for it, guys, for the new Google Sites. Hope you get access soon. It looks really cool there. Material design, same as the desktop as it is on a mobile. Okay. Next up is Eric.
All right. We're going to try.
You're doing a double act, aren't you? Is that right?
We're doing a double act. Yep. I brought my mate Tom Roop here with me as well. So we're going to try and do.
So Yeah, first time we've had a double act on. So tell me when you're ready, Eric. Yeah, and I'll hit the timer.
All right, I'm just going to share my screen here in a second. And you should be able to see it here pretty soon. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. In that case, I am ready. All right, so the first thing that we're going to demo Slam today is the Google Cast for Classroom. So if I go to my Chrome app launcher, I'm going to launch the Google Cast for Education app that I've downloaded because I'm the teacher. I've already created a Google Classroom called Tech Team, in which my friend Tom Roop has been appointed to as a student. I had to name it. I named it Wicked Googly, just for you, Lee. And what I do now is I share who has access to my Google Cast for Education. Bear with me, I haven't done this over a Hangout before, so we're going to try and stream a stream, which could get a little lag. But I have added the Tech Team Google Classroom to my Cast for Education. I've made it so that teachers can present and students can request. So once I do that and save, my students now can use the Cast for Education extension, and in a second, Tom's going to try and get in and request to share his screen through my app, which is already connected to the front of the room. Therefore, they don't have to use incognito mode, or they don't have to do the dongle dance. And here it is. You should see the request, and I'm going to hit accept. And in a second, my app now changes to Tom's screen here in a second.
The hard thing about this, the one hitch we found is that when you do it through Classroom, it has to go out to the internet and then come back down. But it still works pretty smooth. So what you can see that I did is I already have the extension here. I clicked the extension, and I did it wrong because I did just the screen. So I'm actually going to stop and restart it real quick. Hold on. I'm going to cast my full desktop, and now I'm going to do it again. And it should pop up again here in a second. So basically, you just have the extension as a student. I click on the extension, and it asks me where I want to hang out.
Whoa. Better now?
Okay, I think it's doing the volume as well. Okay, I've made you back in. Eric, you okay? You okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
One of you needs to turn your mic off.
Do you hear yours, Tom?
Yeah, okay. One of you turn back on. Just one. The joys of technology. Okay?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Whoa. I think
he's in another room.
Yeah. I think what's happening is when you.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah. Okay, you've run out of time, but Eric, do you want to just say one last thing? Let's see. I'll turn your mic back on. There you go.
Yeah. So basically, this is Cast for Education. That is our Slam.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Eric. Obviously, when you have shared the whole desktop, the mic came back through. Okay. Next up, that's a really cool tool, and I haven't tested it out yet. So let's. Well, I did a little bit the other day, but it didn't work great. But you guys look like you've got it sorted.
Yeah, can I just say that even with the sound, like we understood exactly what you were saying, and we know to go to the Chrome Web Store, so we've got it. So that was a good slam. Thank you. Very good.
And for anyone else there, we can redo this tonight in tonight's demo slam.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, for sure.
It is a really, really new cool tool, and there's lots of new cool tools on this show today. Okay, next up is Nick. Nick, you there?
Yep, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you ready, Nick?
Yeah, I wanted to add about the Google Sites. At least right now, you need to be the super admin for your domain to request it. previous
Oh,
site.
thank you, Nick. Thank you. Can I just say, Nick's been doing demo slams with us from the beginning, and I don't know if everyone on the team knows that we can congratulate Nick. He's just been appointed as the Director of Instructional Technology at his school, and it looks like you're in your new digs.
I am, or my temporary digs. I have an office, but stuff needs to get ordered for it. So.
It looks really clean, nothing like my car or my office. Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure that won't last.
It won't.
My van's full of 21 years of stuff cleaning out from my other school, but yeah, it's exciting adventure and raring to go. I'm very excited and lots of stuff happening. So,
all right, we're ready for your slam now.
I'm ready.
Okay, you ready, Nick?
Yep.
All right.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen, and I'll tell you when to rock and roll, mate. What are you going to show us today, Nick?
I am going to show you Adobe Spark and a new thing called Stencil.
Okay.
So,
tell me when
cool ways to be
we
creative
see your
in your...
screen.
Okay.
Are you ready, Nick? Yeah.
I am ready.
Okay, and go, Nick.
Okay, so two things I want to show you real quick today are I like making things look nice and visually appealing. Sometimes that takes a lot of work, but I have found that there are some cool shortcuts out there that I can make things look real nice. So what I did, this is called Stencil. It's a Chrome add-on, so you get in the Chrome store. So I want to create a sign saying advertising my demo slam. So one thing I can do is I can look for things that deal with slam. Oh, and look, I found a basketball. And then I can, if I wanted to, add some cool graphics in here. So we're going to make this a little googly, so which I hear is a popular word today. So I'm put a logo in there, right there, a little black and white version of the kind of cool version of the Google logo. I can do filters on here, so I can make it look like it's 1977 when I was in school a moon ago. I still feel like I have enough. I then have my choices for fonts, so I'm going to change it to, I like Luckiest Guy. I can change my color, so I want maybe, oh, don't like that color, so let's go with maybe a blue. And I can go in here and change this to next demo slam, and I'm going to put this in the corner over here so I can read it better. And so I can preview that.
1 minute, Nick.
Okay, you click save, and then you can download that. And quick, easy way. They also have templates, so you don't have an idea of where to start. We can let that load up. You have templates built in there, so maybe I'm doing a quote. I can
30 seconds.
choose to do that, and that's the demo slam. Similar things set up on Adobe Spark. This is free, available on Chromebooks and on your mobile devices. So I can do a flyer and do very similar with that, and that's Slam.
Okay, nice. Thanks, Nick. That looks really cool. Another new tool for me. Okay, next up is Chris. Chris, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, great.
Okay.
You ready? You want a screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to click it. There we go. Okay, is that coming across?
Yeah, we got you. Okay,
Okay.
so what are you going to show us, Chris?
Okay, today I'm going to show you an app from the Chrome Web Store. A few months ago, I was hospitalized and I needed a fix for programming. I had an assignment due, and I couldn't do it on my Android phone. So I had somebody bring my computer to me, but it didn't have the proper Python installed. So I went and found Python Editor 5, or V5 beta, and started using it. And the thing I like about it is I can actually run the code directly from the Chrome window. And it's linked to Google Drive, which is the other thing that I thought was a bonus. So you can save your files, load them, and run them directly off your Google Drive. And I threw together a small file here for you to use, to demo. And if you put your code in, most of it seems to be Python 2. There's a few differences in the way things print out with Python 3. And if you gotta find my mouse, if you hit run, it pops up another window in which your code will actually execute. And there's the Hello Google Slam down at the bottom, and there's the square for a turtle program that I use with the kids that I'm teaching Python to. I don't know if you could still hear me. I can't hear any buzz or anything.
Yeah, we can hear you, Chris. Keep going. We can hear you.
Okay. The reason I chose this, as I wrote right in the code here, is Scratch is usually what the kids start off on, and using the built-in turtle function on Python, you can transition from graphic block-based coding to an actual, I don't like the word, but real programming language for the kids to actually use, and it sparks their interest like you would not believe. Right now, Python Editor 5, probably one of my favorite apps that I go to daily. And that's my slam. Okay,
thanks, Chris. Slam. Okay, it's great to have someone who's a coder who on the show. Any of you guys are learning to code? No. Okay. So, Alison, are you going to slam this week, or are you just going to pass on out? Hello, Alison?
Yeah. Well, I know.
Are you still there? Are you going to slam?
Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Yes,
no problem.
I am going to do it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we've got you.
I think there might be a little bit of a delay, maybe not. You know what? I have something. As usual. I have an what do we call that? Like, oh, I thought of it just about 10 seconds ago. Slam. That's going to be my slam today.
That's the one you have as your. That's the one as a good teacher when you're teaching something and you suddenly realise they don't know what you're on about, so you've got something up your sleeve.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So just talk amongst yourselves for like 10 seconds while I load a page. That's all.
Okay.
Coffee talk. Talk amongst yourselves.
Guys, have you got any questions for each other? No?
Just a comment. It's the first time I've actually been live on here with you. And some of you are like superstars to me because I've watched you many times on YouTube. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, thanks, Chris, for that. Chris works for me, and he's a great help because now I have a coder on my team. Okay.
Well, on the coding,
One more
I'm putting together curriculum for coding for K through 5. That's part of my new job. So thank you, code.org, for making that easier.
Yeah, which code are you learning, Chris? Nick, I'm going to learn Python. That's my target, and HTML this year. What are you going to learn, Nick?
I'm going to learn code.org to start off with and take it from there.
Okay. All right.
Because I have to come up with their elementary technology curriculum.
Okay. Alison, you ready?
It's not that I'm not ready, it's that my computer is not loading my thing, so just another 10 seconds.
Okay. So, Trevor, a question for you. How was your holiday on the last slam? How did it work out in the end?
Oh, it was good. It was a little cool at the time, but and windy, but no, it worked out fine. You know, I have like an old Chromebook that I picked up a couple of years ago, and you know, it's not, you know, it's only got 2 gigs of RAM. It doesn't do very much power stuff, and you can open up like 5 tabs before it starts chugging around. But I was actually kind of impressed of how much I could get done once I closed half the tabs.
Was it first generation, Trevor?
I don't think it was that bad. I think it was probably an not R11. It's just the 111 Acer. So it's a couple of years old, anyways.
Yeah, because I saw the Samsung that I gave to my nephew the other week, first generation. I couldn't believe it. It's like, oh my God, so, yeah, it's like going back in time a little bit. How they've changed. Is anybody? That's why the question. Has anybody tested out the new Google Chromebooks for work yet?
The what?
Anybody? The Google Chromebooks for work. You know that the
No.
Acer's got a new one, Dell's got a new one, and who's the other one? They call them Chromebooks for work. It's like the high-end model. Oh, HP have got one. HP have got one. They look really, really nice.
We have over at the summit. At this summit, we've had the option to buy the Acer Flipbook touchscreen. And the more I look at it and the more I think about the merge of Android and Chrome, I think if you're buying Chromebooks for schools, doesn't it make sense to buy the Flipbook touchscreen so that when the Chrome apps run like an Android app, that it will be natural for it to work like a tablet?
Yeah. I thought that as well. I think the high-end one, Dell, we were looking at, but we can't get it in Thailand. That's a touchscreen as well, but it's really nice.
If you can wait a few months, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of devices coming out.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I can do it. Yeah. So mine's not going to be super anything demo-y, but since Sarah brought up the new sites and showed us that, and we saw the new quiz thing in Google Forms, thank you, and the cast, I thought it would be good to show, update everyone on expeditions, and I'm doing a session here later today, so I can go ahead and start. I'm just going to share the link to my presentation, so if anybody wants to find it, you're more than welcome to make a copy of it and then, re-edit it if you want to teach other people about expeditions. So yes, I can go now.
Okay, very cool. Okay, off you go, Alison.
All right. The internet just kind of died right here at the conference, like while I was loading, so that's why that it took so long. But basically, the link to this presentation is goo.goal/capital P, lowercase p, capital X, capital K, lowercase b, lowercase d. That's right here. So if you replay this Hangout, if you miss it and I move along, then you'll go ahead and find that. Google Cardboard's been around a while, and last year Google launched Expeditions in a beta program where schools could sign up to have Google come over with Cardboard and a router and the Expeditions app. And I'm not going to load that because obviously the internet can't handle it. Apparently it can. And then they went public in June. So for those of you who have heard about Expeditions, it's mind-blowing. And all you need is Google Cardboard and the internet and a device. Really, that's the crux of it. But it's a collection of VR content. So it's virtual reality, 3D. The teacher is the guide. Right now there's about 150 journeys, and they have a 360-degree panoramic 3D view. And the teacher portion of it, when they guide you through, they actually have little cards that pop up at each interesting point that gives some background and also some essential questions for students so that the teacher doesn't have to write the whole lesson plan. So it's a virtual tour. Now, when you watch students take these virtual tours, they have all sorts of different reactions. Some of the younger students, they just love to ooh and ah at the sharks in the ocean. But I've also seen older students say, wow, you know, this is like even more effective than actually being on a field trip to, let's say, historical Philadelphia. So I would highly recommend that you go to google.com/edu expeditions. So that's the link. If you just Google the two words Google Expeditions, you'll find it. Last year was the Pioneer program, and now it's public. So you can literally, can you hear the garbage truck behind me? So you can literally download the Expeditions app on your Android device, or I'm just laughing. There's a garbage truck out there, or they're blowing up a building behind me. What are the chances, right? So now it's public. Go and download the app. You can use Expeditions without anything. You can download the app, run it off your tablet, stream to your computer, and show your students. So this is just to whiz through the presentation. I want to show you something that's coming available that they announced at ISTE. There's a pack in the U.S. I don't know what the availability is worldwide and when that will take off. But literally, you can get cardboard and get your app and run it yourself. If you have money and you want to get started with like a class pack, Best Buy is offering a complete kit. So you can be looking for like kits that schools can buy so they don't have to piecemeal it together. So I'll be sharing that with people later. There's also, if you want to check out the individual cardboard apps or even create your own cardboard with cardboard camera, you can do that as well. So that's my highlights on Expeditions in a nutshell, Salim.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Expeditions, I don't know if anybody else has tried it out, but I saw it on one of the summits, and Swan, who was traveling around Asia, showed it. So cool.
Oh, yeah. They're really, really neat. Yeah.
Really.
But it's great now that they're available for, there's the viewer. Nick's holding up the plastic viewer. Yeah. That's $29.99, but what's nice about the plastic viewer is you can clean it. You got it for $13?
Was on sale on Amazon yesterday for $13.
Wow, that's a nice one.
And it holds your camera. I like using this when I'm demoing because it's usually my phone inside.
Yeah.
I don't want a $600 phone breaking.
I did see that at one of the summits too. Someone put their phone in it, the cardboard, and didn't strap it in properly. So be careful, guys. Yeah.
Oh, and I just about the iOS. The Cardboard app is available for iOS. Expeditions Public as of 2 days ago, is coming soon. So I don't believe that you can run Expeditions on iOS today, but I would imagine it's just a short period of time.
Yeah, actually, I was just about to answer that, so you've answered it. Okay, guys, any more? Does the audience want to answer something, Alison, before we go? Or do we want to go off air then answer questions? I think we'll go
anyone
off
want to ask questions? Okay, no, we're good. Go off air. Thanks, everyone. Okay. Nice to see you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Great slam. Please vote. The voting form is in the event. The voting form will be open for the next 48 hours. Let's use the winner. Very hard to pick. Some great new stuff. We'll see you next time on the slam. Bye.